This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
He got back up. Fred always got back up. And he expected and he demanded that we all do the same.
Some of the toughest, most fearless men you'll ever meet. The SWAT team, brought to tears and forced to say goodbye.
But they are getting back up in honor of a fallen hero. Now at 6, we are remembering Officer Fred Thornton. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome, everyone. Fred Thornton was the longest-serving member in CMPD SWAT's history. 23 years on SWAT, 28 years on the force. But Thornton lost his life Friday in a tragic accident and equipment malfunction. Thornton was checking his gear at home when a flash grenade went off. He died at the hospital. Now today, the funeral, the emotional goodbye. WBTV Sharon Smith live at First Baptist Church of Charlotte. Sharon, tremendous outpouring of grief from our community today across all sectors, as well as Thornton's fellow officers.
Yeah, Paul, it was amazing to watch. I noticed as the officers were coming down Davidson Street, a lot of them had sunglasses on, but you could still see how their noses were tinged red. They couldn't hide the fact that they were crying. Some 2,000 people must have filled that church. They were standing in the aisles and in the lobby, anywhere they could, to pay their respects to a man who served the city well. It's not often we see uptown at a standstill. Strangers stopped on a corner as officers marched to the funeral for one of their own.
It's beautiful to see them all lined up and doing their duty.
Today, their duty was to Fred Thornton. Chief Monroe called him a special gift from God. He served the department, took on special missions to help victims of Katrina, and it seems loved his job because he loved people.
We wish we could create cops like Fred through teaching and training.
His Sarge said Thornton always had their back, always ready to give a bear hug when the job was done. Despite a challenge, he always got back up.
So, this is where I'm going to need some help. Fred's SWAT team, on your feet. North Tryon Division officers, on your feet.
It was a moment of solidarity for a SWAT team where some of the youngest members haven't even been alive as long as Thornton served CMPD. And then you have the veterans who knew him from their first days on the job.
Certain people play certain roles in your life, and Fred played a role in all of our lives. And I think that's the things that we'll miss the most.
Yeah, that was Gary McFadden, a veteran homicide cop. He went through the training academy with Thornton, had a lot of good stories to share. He said they were just exchanging emails last week about how they would celebrate their retirement together, not far away. For now, we're live on Davidson Street. Sharon Smith, WBTV, on your side.
Sharon, thank you. We'd also like to invite you to watch the full tribute to Officer Thornton on our website, WBTV.com. There you'll also find information about when and where to watch the television shows that were preempted by today's emotional services.
Mecklenburg County Commissioner Jim Pendergraft says it's time to put one of his campaign promises into action. Last year, Mecklenburg County's DSS paid nearly $2 million in welfare benefits. Now, the former sheriff wants to make sure that taxpayer money isn't going to illegal immigrants and crooks. WBTV's Sarah Batista is on your side live at the Government Center, and Sarah, Pendergraft is calling for a full audit of DSS.
He is, and that is something that has been on his radar for some time. He built his campaign around the promise of looking into DSS and having that audit done, and he's hoping tonight to find out during the county commission meeting how much that audit would cost. The audit requested by Mecklenburg County Commissioner Jim Pendergraft would put the Department of Social Services under the microscope. Pendergraft wants to find out if people receiving welfare benefits still qualify for them.
We need to audit the books to make sure that we can properly say to the citizens that pay taxes that we're on top of this.
Pendergraft believes the audit makes good business sense, but he doesn't want it done internally. He's asked commissioners to hire an outside auditing agency.
They tell me me, well, we do spot checks. Well, that doesn't get it. I want a forensic audit.
It wouldn't be the first time DSS has come under scrutiny. A 2009 audit of its Giving Tree program revealed donations to needy children were mishandled. That audit cost the county $93,000. County Commissioner Jennifer Roberts says since then, DSS has had a tight handle on its finances.
I think in the aftermath of that incident, I have a great deal more confidence in how we're accounting for what we're doing.
Roberts says she's hesitant to approve an audit unless there's evidence of a problem.
And if there is, I would, support that. But I have not really heard concern.
But Pendergraph says he wants to be proactive. He thinks an audit would uncover improper funding and save the county big bucks in welfare benefits.
Some of the comments that I've gotten are, well, I'm not sure we can afford that. I'm not sure we can afford not to.
And DSS tells me that it undergoes an internal audit every year. That is required by the state. Again, Pendergraph wants an outside agency to do the audit. He feels as though that would be more thorough, and the price would depend on how extensive that audit is. We're live from Mecklenburg County. Sarah Batista, WBTV, on your side.
And of course, Sarah, we will tell viewers at home what happens at that county commission meeting tonight on our news at 11 o'clock.
We are surveying the damage left behind after last night's nasty line of storms. This is in Morganton today.
Lots of damage there. Trees down, some roofs damaged, thousands spent, hours without power, but it could have been a whole lot worse.
But it is so much better today. Here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Thomas.
All right, Paul, thanks a lot. At least we did get that beneficial rain out of it, but yeah, you hate to see the damage. Thankfully, no injuries. Here you go, your headlines. How are they shaping up? Well, obviously today a lot better. The sunshine came blasting back. Gotta love that. Chilly nights, though, ahead, and another front coming our way. Actually, two more fronts, but the one that could really be a problem for you if you're heading out this weekend is going to be over that time frame. We'll let you know exactly how that's all going to unfold. At the moment, most of the action now is way to our north. That means no disruptions for you this evening. We'll drop it to 46 at 9. Chilly, 42 by the 11 o'clock hour. All right, stay tuned. We'll talk more about what you can expect in your First Alert 7-day forecast.
Up next at 6 o'clock, a woman in Charlotte charged with illegal midwifery.
And now, her arrest is sparking a protest on the steps of the state capitol.
What's better than a free pancake? How about a free pancake for a good cause? I'm Kristen Hampton. The good news is coming up.
And I'm Molly Grantham. Coming up tonight, all new at 11 o'clock, where airport valets caught on tape racing and crashing passengers' cars at Charlotte Douglas Airport. We're going to show you this exclusive surveillance video. And do you think I'm having a boy or a girl? There's a debate in the newsroom right now. Go to my Facebook page and give your opinion. We are going to discuss it tonight at 11 o'clock. See you then.